Chapter 9. Here we go. Jesus touched his ear with his pointer and middle finger, as if he was touching a hands-free headset. "We are ready, Lord. Send us on our adventure," he said, like an airplane pilot preparing for takeoff. Jesus winked at the children. They all blinked. Suddenly there was a loud whoosh, and they were lifted into a whirlwind. Just as before, a bright light flashed quickly through the darkness. Vince heard his sisters scream and giggle. As quickly as it lifted them up, it gently set them back down. Their feet softly touched the rocky ground. The wind blew gently on their faces, and they heard birdsong nearby. The three children opened their eyes and grinned at each other. It was the same feeling they got after a roller coaster ride. Eleanor actually jumped up and down. "That was awesome! Can we go again?" Eleanor exclaimed. "I know," Vince laughed. "We'll get to do it again for the ride home. Teleporting is one of JC's superpowers. There is a story in the Bible where Elijah gets whooshed away. I bet he was surprised." Vince sighed a happy sigh. It felt good to be on an adventure again. Training as a CIA agent had made his life better in so many ways. Now he got to share the adventure and the mission with his sisters. Vivi looked at her brother and sister. She immediately noticed the change. "Whoa, look at our clothes! What happened?" Eleanor looked down at her own clothes and then around at her siblings. Their clothes were similar. The children wore long robes with belts tied around their waists. On their feet were simple leather sandals. "Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. Our clothes change so we fit in wherever we land after teleporting," Vince explained. "I'm not so sure about this dress," Eleanor said apprehensively. "How can I adventure in a dress?" she thought. "I think it's a robe," Viviana replied. "At least we're not in snow," Eleanor grinned. "My toes feel so free and warm." "And look at this nice bag," Vivi exclaimed. Ella looked down. "Awesome! This is perfect for holding our Powerverse card." She popped it in the bag and spun around. Vince was already familiar with the clothes. While his sisters took in their clothing and the teleporting experience, he looked around for something else. Someone else, actually. Did we really get separated from Jesus again? Vince wondered. Vince was pretty sure his sisters would not take this news very well. How was he going to explain it to them? Jesus had made Vince the leader. Everything had worked out fine last time. He started to formulate a plan in his head. Once again, he found himself unsure of what to do. He needed help. Vince looked around and then down. Of course, the Powerverse. "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. Vince took a deep breath and tried to be still. His sisters would figure out Jesus wasn't there any minute. Vince didn't want them to panic. "Hey," Eleanor said. "Where is Jesus?" Viviana whirled around and looked too. "He's not here," she said.